I did the math before the flex show. Rebalance sheets where they chase goals. Losses turned tuition paid in full. Kept the vision clean when the lights go dull. Don't talk rich, I talk control. Equity heavy, lie on the ego. Hype fade fast, patience compound. That's how rooms turn quiet when you walk around. This ain't for the crowd, this for the count. What you owe, what you outgrown. Mind still sharp, pen still level. Just don't rap for approval. People I move quiet, let silence work. Noise never built what discipline nurture. Hunger ain't dry, that lesson clear. Some starve loud, still stuck in fear. Fed the mind, stop distraction. Now every step got long-term traction. No rush, no race, grown man pace. I stand on code, no convenience. Principles heavy as consequences. Seen shortcuts bury families. Seen structure flip whole narratives. I taught leverage living on my sons. Not clout, not clicks, not followers. Respect don't come from being loud. It comes from standing when pressure covers you. At this age you don't need motivation, you need alignment. If your money don't match your stress, too misposition. If your circle still drains you, waited too long. Yeah. I did the math before the flex show. Rebalance sheets where they chase goals. Losses turned tuition paid in full. Kept the vision clean when the lights go dull. Don't talk rich, I talk control. Equity heavy, lie on the ego. Hype fade fast, patience compound. That's how rooms turn quiet when you walk around. This ain't for the crowd, this for the count. What you owe, what you outgrown. Mind still sharp, pen still level. Just don't rap for approval. People I move quiet, let silence work. Noise never built what discipline nurture. Hunger ain't dry, that lesson clear. Some starve loud, still stuck in fear. Fed the mind, stop distraction. Now every step got long-term traction. No rush, no race, grown man pace. I stand on code, no convenience. Principles heavy as consequences. Seen shortcuts bury families. Seen structure flip whole narratives. I taught leverage living on my sons. Not clout, not clicks, not followers. Respect don't come from being loud. It comes from standing when pressure covers you. At this age you don't need motivation, you need alignment. If your money don't match your stress, too misposition. If your circle still drains you, waited too long. Told you. Explained everything I learned. Say less. Make them lean in. Let's talk more pool, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already went right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Less, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by. Everybody oversharing, trying to prove they the one. Every detail on display, now the tension is gone. If you in it all the way, what's the reason to stay? No discovery, no desire, no reason to pay. See, attraction is occurring, I just tap in the flow. I don't chase attention, I just give them a glow. When you speaking outcomes, not the steps that you took. Now they leaning in heavy like the end of a hook. Yeah. I don't over justify, I don't beg to be heard. I just plant a small seed, let it spread through the world. And the ones who align, they gon' follow the trail. Curiosity convert, that's a silent sale. If you gotta explain it, you low in your frame. If you quiet with power, they remember your name. It's not what you say, it's the space that you leave. The space turn attention into something they need. I don't post every move, I don't show every win. I let essence talk loud, let it echo within. See the market is loud, everybody compete. But the quiet authority hit different on beat. I give glimpses of vision, I don't open the vault. Make them wonder what's deeper, now they feel it's their fault. If they don't lean in close, they might miss what I know. And that fear of missing out, turn a spark to a glow. I don't argue with doubters, I don't fight for belief. I just let results talk, let success be the brief. If they ready, they find me, if not let them pass. I don't need every eye, I just need the right class. Say less, let it breathe. What's hidden got more gravity. When they ask, you receive. That's the law of attraction, see. Let's talk, small pull, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already went right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Let's talk, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by.
What's going on? How y'all doing on this President's Day on this Monday afternoon? I'd like to welcome y'all back to Attraction Economics, and what we do over here is we break down the leverage, the power, the status of supply of attraction. My bad. Please forgive me. My wife will bring me something to eat before I go live, so I may or may not be up here long. She did bring me some egg foo young. That's one of my favorite from the Chinese restaurant. So yeah, and it's looking kind of good. But I am going to do this show for y'all on this President Day. So, like I said, welcome back to Attraction Economics. As y'all enter the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, comment. You know what I'm saying? Do all that good shit right there. And also, if you would like to donate, you know what I'm saying, the cash app floating around us somewhere. $ Big Dog Barking 2132. Hit that joint up if you want to. Every donation is going toward the operation system, attraction economics operation system. Is in the works right now. What's going on? What's going on? Let me see who it is. Who it is. What's going on, Omni? What's going on with you? Yeah, so like I said, if y'all want to hit that donation, man, hit that donation, man. Everything, all proceeds are going to the attraction economics operation system. Excuse me. It's a it's a system, just like iOS. It's a system where we break down everything and help you apply that to your everyday life, whether it's dating, whether it's business, whether it's social media, whatever the case may be. So just hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Donate. I appreciate it. If you don't donate, it's cool too, whatever. But anyway, as as we move forward in 2026, I want y'all to understand this right here. We are in a state of society where attention and attraction is resources, is currency. And like I say over here at Attraction Economics, what we do is we help you gain attraction and also teach you how to spend your attraction and your attention. We're helping you gain attraction and attention. We're helping you spend attraction and attention wisely. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, both men and women, have been foolish with how we give up our resources. We've been foolish in how we give up our attention to people. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing a lot that we're here to be used, not abused. But the truth of the matter is, y'all using y'all what y'all got because you needy. Today's conversation about being non-needy. Non-needy. See, when it comes down to attraction, we think it's who look the best, who got the best body, who got the most money, who got the most clout, who got the most status, who got the biggest network. See, we think that's the only way we be attractive to somebody. But I hate to bruise y'all ego. I hate to crush y'all spirits. I hate to tell y'all something different. But the truth of the matter is, the biggest flex, the biggest trait, the biggest attribute you have at your disposal is that of being non-needy, non-neediness. I'm gonna break this down to y'all. Being non-needy. Let me make sure I got my situation situated. But yeah, the most attractive trait you have, the most attractive trait you have at your disposal It's not your money, it's not your looks, it's not your social media following, it's none of that. It's the ability to sit back and say, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need this situation. I don't need this. And I'm finna break it down. I ain't gonna be up here long because, like I said, wifey brought me some Chinese food. So I'm gonna try to eat this before it get cold. So when it comes down to non-neediness, it ain't that you don't care about people. It ain't that you don't care about situations. It ain't that you don't have no emotions or no feelings about a situation. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, let me see. Is there a balance? Yeah, there's a balance. There's a balance. And I'm gonna get to it. Like I said, it ain't that you don't need somebody. It ain't that you don't care. It ain't that you got feelings. It ain't that. It's basically saying is that I'm good with or without. It don't make me or break me if I have this or not. Your presence does not move me. This situation doesn't move me. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see what this lady wants. She texting me and shit. I love my wife, but she be like, she gonna send me a YouTube short talking about someone my kids used to get when they were little, when they used to get shots. That shit was crazy. But anyway, non-neediness is not saying I don't need anybody. It's basically saying that I'm straight with or without you. That's what this really means. And what I've been hearing a lot lately, and like I said, I listen to a lot of male content creators. And what I've been hearing lately is they need validation. They need attention. They need attraction. I can go into a whole diatribe. I can go deep into this because I'm a consumer and a creator, and I sit back and listen. I sit back and watch. I take notes just to see who say what and how consistent they are in their talking points. The truth of the matter is, I hear a lot of guys say they need they need the women to behave a certain way. They need the women to keep their legs closed. They need the women to keep their legs open. They need women in their life. And I say this over and over again. It's like, bro, when you sit around talking about you need somebody to do something, you're in the losing position. And it's crazy that I watch this and I hear it, and I'm like, y'all speaking from a position of weakness. Y'all not speaking. It's like y'all got balls. Y'all not speaking like y'all men. Y'all speaking like you laying on your back with your belly shown, and you just waiting for them to do whatever to you. And you so scared of what society got to say about you if you do this, that, or the third. You wanna look good for society and still be masculine. And you finding it's a hard challenge to balance being a man and being what society likes, while also saying I'm gonna be a man in F society. Now, one thing I take pride in myself is call me toxic. Call me toxic. I wouldn't care. Call me a manipulator. You wouldn't be the first. Call me evil. Call me cold hearted. Call me arrogant. Don't care. Don't care. You wouldn't be the first individuals to call me these names. Trust me, you wouldn't. And it don't bother me. It don't bother me. But attraction economics, the concept been floating in my head for so long that I finally got to a point in my life where I could sit down and just break it down. A lot of these talking points I have been in my head for years before y'all been up here with the red pill manosphere talking points. I've been having these thoughts in my head, and I've been saying that everything is business, ain't nothing personal. Everything is business and nothing personal. So when it comes down to non-neediness, I'm able to move in a way to where I would literally cut you off if it's bad for business and don't care how you feel. Won't look back, won't shed a tear, none of that. I could literally cut you off and not feel any type of way. Some people would say, "Oh, you don't supposed to feel like that." You like, bro, I live in a cold, cruel world. We all do. And the world don't owe me shit. I sit here and I study not only what I learned in the streets, not only what I learned in books in school and by my mama being a teacher. I learned what it takes to do the things you got to do without fear. I learned to do the things that's needed to be done without consequence. Like it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Y'all done heard me say numerous times is how you got opportunists and you got criminals. Opportunists, they just take advantage of a situation, hoping not to get caught. While a criminal gonna do what they gotta do regardless of the consequences. I always been a criminal in the sense of the word. I always been a villain. I always been a bad guy. Because I always looked at what was going on and I'm like, I can make a decision whether or not to do something, and I already know the consequence, whether good or bad. But when it comes down to needing certain outcomes, when it comes down to needing certain people, when it comes down to needing certain situations to go the way I need them to go, I don't care. You shouldn't care. You should move how you supposed to move in order to get what you need to get out of life. You want to be in that situation. You don't need that situation. You want to be in that situation. When I told people that I used to do what I do, not because I needed the money. I didn't need to do the things I was doing. I was straight. Let my people tell me and my brother was spoiled. I didn't need to do shit. Get new shoes whenever I want to, get new clothes whenever I want it, go wherever I want to go at the drop of a dime. I ain't need to do nothing. I ain't need to do shit. I wanted to. I wanted to. I wanted to kick in on folks' doors. I wanted to break in on folks' cars. I wanted to stand on the corner. I wanted to do all the things I did. I didn't need to do it. I wanted to. You know, they'll tell you when they coming up that because mama was broke and this, that, and the third, I had to go do it. No, you didn't. You didn't have to go do that shit. You wanted to do that shit because you didn't like your circumstances. That's why you did what you were doing. Me, I had decent circumstances. I wanted to do it. I didn't have to do it. I wanted to do it. Just to do it. And realize I was good at it. So anytime I had to go back to it, I'm good at it. I can go do it if I want to do it, or I can sit here and just be regular and be fine being regular. I do what I do. I do what I do. I love my wife. I love my wife. I want my wife. Now I might need her a little bit more now than I did some years ago. You know what I'm saying? But even now, it's like I still be with the shit. Like, hey, hey, I still feel like I get some more women. You gonna leave. And I ain't pushing her out the door or nothing like that. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. It's like, yeah, I'm tied to you, but at the same time, I can cut the rope loose. And that's not me pushing to do it. That's just me being honest. Is how I feel about situations. I can cut my kids off at the drop of a dime. Done it several times. Done it several times. We'll tell them in their face, you're gonna need me before I need you. Figure it out. And let them go do whatever they gotta do and wait on them to call me back and tell them, I told you gonna call me before I call you. Now, you can say that's cold hearted, you can say that's evil or whatever the case may be, but it's simply me knowing what I know. It's attraction, it's attention, it's neediness. When I want you, I move a certain type of way. When I want to be somewhere, I move a certain type of way. When I need you, I'll pick up this phone and I'll text you all day. When I need you, I'll pick up the phone and text you all day, send paragraphs all day when I need you. When I need you to validate what I'm saying. I need you to validate what I'm doing in order for me to feel good. That's need. You need somebody to validate you. You need somebody to pat you on your back and rub you on your head and spank you on your ass and tell you you're doing a good job. You need that. You need somebody to validate you. And you do know when you need somebody to validate you, you putting pressure on them to validate you. You literally making it hard for somebody to be around you because every time they're around you, they need you to validate them. I mean, you need them to validate you. Every time they around you, you need them to do something to make you feel good. That's what you need. And naturally, we don't like that. Human beings, men or women, do not like that. And it's crazy. Again, when I hear guys say need, because they can sit there and say women need social media, women need this, women need that. Okay, I ain't gonna say you're wrong. But when you also say you need X, Y, and Z to make you feel like a man, then I'm gonna have to look at you and say you're no different than the women you're talking about. Like I tell y'all, I'm not picking a side in this quote unquote gender war. No, I don't pick. I'm not picking a side. No, I'm not riding with men because I'm a man, and I'm not riding with women because I love women. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. It's attention. Everybody want it, and everybody's willing to do whatever they got to do to get it. You need women in your life to validate your manhood, your masculinity. You need that. I never needed a woman to validate my masculinity. I always knew I was a man. I always knew I was a nigga. Now I knew I had issues. I knew I was a little off. I knew that part. But I knew I was a beast. I knew I was a man. And I didn't need no woman to tell me I was a man. I didn't need no woman to validate my masculinity. I didn't need it. And that's crazy to me to hear grown men say they need a woman to nurture them and powder their ass. That bothers me. But you, the stronger vessel, you're more logical and all that type of shit. But you need somebody to change your fucking diaper. Oh, the weight of the world is hurting me. And so what? That's part of being a man. You got to go out there and face reality. Ain't that what you want women to do? Face reality? Come to grips with society. Come to grips with their market value. Come to grips with reality. You want them to do that too? Why you can't? Why you can't? Why you need? Why you crying for validation? Why you come up on panels day in and day out crying for validation? You don't think you him? Why you need situations to be perfect for you to do anything? Why? Why? Because truth of the matter is, when you can sit back and chill, when you can sit back and say, I don't need this, I want this. I move how I want to move and do what I want to do and get what I get out of life. I'm good. When I create a life that's full, I ain't needing for shit. When I got options to do some of the things I want to do, I ain't hurting. That's a problem for some of us. That's a problem for some of us because we sit up here, we have nothing. We have nothing going on in our reality. That's why we on social media all day. That's why we scrolling all day. You ain't got shit going on. You ain't got nothing going on. One of the things I always told my family was that when I started doing this shit, I would never be up here all day, every day. 8, 12 hours a day. I got other shit to do. Some people would say, well, you're not dedicated. You're not hungry enough. I'm straight. I do what I do because I like doing it. Because I want to do it. Not because I need to do it, because I want to do it. I don't have to be up here. I want to be up here. I don't need everybody, hitting my likes. You hit it, you hit it. You don't, you don't. You ain't gonna just I'm not finna crash. I'm not finna have no viral crash out because a post didn't go viral. I'm not finna do that because I didn't get this, that, and the third. I'm like, damn. Cause when I cut this camera off, when I cut this mic off, I got other shit to do. Got other things to do. This ain't everything. This I don't revolve around this. It revolves around me. This is an extension of me. I'm not an extension of it. We sit up here men and women, we have issues that we need other people to figure out for us. We can't sit up here and figure out our own shit because we need somebody by our side to help us figure it out. Because we don't want to figure it out. You see how I'm using need and want right about now? You want to do you want to be in a better position, but you're not going to do what it takes to be in this better position. So you need somebody to, baby your ass and say everything will be all right. It's not your fault you're not the weight you want to be. It's not your fault that you ain't making the money you making. It's not your fault that you can't get in the relationship you want to get. It's not your fault. You need somebody to tell you it's not your fault. You need somebody to hold your hand. You need this. The people that don't need it, you don't hear them crying. They know what the world consists of. They know how the world operates. They know the world ain't fair, it's efficient. They know the world don't care about how hard you work, how much effort you put into something. No, they care about perceptions. They care about how you look and how you portray yourself to other people. They don't care if you had to go lay on somebody's table and get your fat transferred to other parts of your body so you can look thicker than what you really is. They don't give a damn. You give a damn. You need that attention. Because a woman that's comfortable with her body is comfortable with her body. If she want attention, she know how to go get attention. But she also is like, it's an option. It's an option for me to put on these dresses. It's an option for me to put on these heels. It's an option for me to show my ass. It's an option. I don't have to do it. I choose to do it because I want to do it. And if I get the attention, I get the attention. If I don't give a damn. That's what this is. When you sitting up here day in and day out holding on to somebody or something because it makes you feel better, you never gonna get anywhere. You always gonna be dependent on somebody. You always gonna be dependent on something to say you're that. We can just look at social media, and I'm guilty of this too. I hit the like buttons, I hit the hearts, I hit the thumbs up. I'm guilty of it too. Like I said, I'm doing social media, so I'm like I say, I don't talk about shit that I don't do or haven't done. I'm doing this shit now. So I ain't innocent. I'm not just talking shit and not indulging in the shit. I indulge in the shit too. It's just that it don't moves me. Like I'm not gonna stop a show because the likes and the audience don't match up. I'm not gonna stop a show because the money ain't coming in. I'm not gonna stop a show. I came up here to talk my shit. And it is what it is. You like it, you like it. You don't. I can keep living. But just off social media, just off IG, TikTok, X. That's an attention war by itself because you got people. I'm gonna use y'all talking points, man. We got women up there showing their body all day, every day on social media. They want attention. Okay, cool. Now, You'll sit up here and say you don't pay these females no mind, but yet you always talking about it. That's your attention. You're spending attention scrolling. You're spending attention watching what they do, so you can spend the time to talk about what you just saw. So you can have somebody hit up your channel and hit your panel or hit your chat room and talk about it or like and all that right there. It's a supply chain. You need them to keep doing what they doing because it feeds what you doing. And you'll sit there and say you're not indulging in the attention, but you indulging in the attention. You need them to keep showing their ass, so you can keep talking about them showing their ass because it gets you the attention you need from audience members. You need shit to happen so you can keep talking about shit so people can watch you. That's the reality. You need somebody to keep doing something so you can keep on doing what you're doing. That's the reality. Y'all sit up here grasping on for dear life because or whatever. You ain't getting the attention you deserve. Quit looking for people to give you the attention you feel like you deserve. Just do you. Have fun. Relax. Enjoy the world. Enjoy life. Quit depending on people to validate you. Validate yourself. Validate yourself. If you want to post. If you want to talk about something, talk about something. You feel like society gonna counsel you, say fuck them. Stop, say it anyway. What the world are they gonna do? Tell you can't have a social media account? That's the worst they're gonna do, take you off of a platform. Wow. 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 You scared to you're scared to say anything, you're scared to do anything because you still need that attention. What are we doing? What are we doing? The most attractive thing you got going on is that right there. It's not needing nobody. When you don't need nobody, they not begging like it's they wanna be part of your experience when you don't need nobody. They just want a piece. You ever wonder why men and women cheat? You ever wonder why? Yeah, I hear it now. It's why women sharing the man. Because most times than not, the man they sharing got shit going on and they feel some type of way because that nigga done probably told them no a million motherfucking times. And he finally opened up some time to get up with her. And she like, I'll take a little piece of you. Because you got so much going on. I'll just take a little piece just to see what it's about, just to get the experience. Because if I need you to be in my life all the time, you ain't gonna want to be in my life all the time. If I'm constantly chasing side chicks, they gonna be running. And this is for niggas that don't even understand the game. If you doing something, they gonna run to you. If you ain't doing shit, they gonna run away from you. If you're doing something at a job, somebody gonna offer you another job. If you ain't doing nothing at a job, guess what? They gonna get rid of your ass. It's common sense. It's common sense. And this, just off the side chick shit, side nigga shit, they not responsible for you. That's the best feeling they get, is like, I can get a piece and not be held responsible. That's they best feeling in the world, is that I can get a piece and not be held responsible. Why you think I heard women so many times when they say they messing out with husbands and shit like that, and people ask them why they do that? Because I can send them back home. It's an attractive thing for her to mess with some nigga, some woman husband. It's attractive. However y'all want to look at this shit, it is. It's something you ain't supposed to do. It's desirable though. Again, like I go back to what I was saying. I didn't have to do the shit. I want to do it because it was attractive to do dirt, to do wrong. It was attractive. Just playing by the book is cool and all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying just be a total degenerate or whatever the case may be. Playing by the book is cool, but at the same time, doing dirt is so attractive and it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. So I'm gonna cut this junk short because, like I said, I don't want to eat cold Chinese food. Make sure still got a little heat to it. But yeah, being non-needy is cool. Being non-needy is cool. You move how you want to move, and you don't need nobody to validate nothing you do. You can do what you want to do and let the world watch. And if they want to join in, they free to join in. If they don't want to join in, they want to take shots at you, they want to hate you, let them have it. What they say and what they do don't make you or break you. If they want to be in your circle, they want to be in your circle. If they don't want to be in your circle, keep rolling. And it is what it is. But anytime you sit up here and showing people you need them, telling people you need them, doing this, that, and the third to let people know you need them, you be in control. You're the puppet. And this is society, is the puppeteer. They're the puppet master. They're going to feed you what they need to feed you to control you. And you sitting up here thinking you run everything. Like, you don't even see the strings attached to your hands and feet, do it. Cut strings. Do what you want to do. And don't ask for anybody's validation. Do you? So, like I said, I'm finna go so I can eat, and I'm gonna holler at y'all good people at another time.
Remember when the goal was to be seen, now the goal's to be straight. Different math when the kids need structure and your name got weight. I don't chase the room no more, I measure exits. Who panics when I leave? Who adjust their sentence? Used to think loud, man alive more. I know calm means clear if you still explain your value. You late in your career, I watch money fix problems. multiply flaws, watch ego kill deals before lawyers got involved. I don't blame age, I credit reps. You sharpen the blade, I don't need pressure to move me. I move because I'm aligned. Every loss, y'all placement, every win exposed intent. Some folks still celebrating checks, I'm already in environments. I stopped arguing timelines, started reading behavior. If they comfortable disrespecting you, that's on your position and play. I don't need revenge, I need distance. Let life handle the rest. Silence louder than threats when your presence was the test. I built slow so it lasts, skip hype so it's mine. Legacy ain't built in moments, it's built in the margins of time. So when the music fade out and it's just you in the mirror, ask if your life reflects discipline or just the ambition without structure. I'm done talking, let the results finish the sentence. All ain't what's forming the dead on it. Remember when the goal was to be seen, now the goal's to be straight. Different math when the kids need structure and your name got weight. I don't chase the room no more, I measure exits. Who panics when I leave? Who adjust their sentence? Used to think loud men alive more.